Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ross. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about the power of consistency. I know life can be really overwhelming sometimes. I know sometimes it can feel even hopeless. I've been there before. Life can just be really hard, and you might just feel stuck or trapped, or like there's just no way out of your situation. And I just want to, share this quick little life hack with you that'll really make a huge difference for you when you're, trying to better yourself, better your life. I was watching this interview the other day with Tony Robbins, and if you don't know who Tony Robbins is, he's like the granddaddy of personal development. He's just such a powerful figure in that space when it comes to improving your life. And he was talking about how, we each have the same amount of time in our day, and, you can make different choices around how you spend your time, right? Like if you want to get better at anything, whether that's, a better communicator, a better football player, a better businessman, more knowledgeable in any area of your life, you can, even if it's just 10, 15 minutes a day, you can take action to move you closer to a desired outcome, right? And the classic example is like going to the gym. Like if you want to get really shredded and ripped and get six-pack abs, you go to the gym every day, right? And obviously when you first start, you're not going to see results right away. It's going to take time, but it's that compounding effect of doing something every day, even if it's just for a little bit. In weeks, months, years, you won't be able to recognize your old self, because you're going to be so knowledgeable, you're going to be so improved, so transformed, and you're going to look back and you're going to be so grateful that you put in the time every single day to chase that outcome, to chase that result. And I can speak from experience with this. There's a lot of areas in my life where I was unhappy, I struggled, and I took consistent action every single day because I was sick of where I was in my life. One of my favorite examples is I used to be terrified of women. I used to be so afraid of women. I didn't understand them. I couldn't talk to them. I just felt so uncomfortable around them. And so I came across this self-help coach on YouTube called Corey Wayne, and he talked about if you're uncomfortable talking to women, the best way to get better at talking to women is talking to women. Expose yourself to that fear. It's like that exposure therapy. Once you expose yourself to something, you're no longer afraid of it. So what he recommends is go to the mall and just start interacting with people in general. It doesn't necessarily have to be women. You can start by just a guy walks by you, look him in the eye and smile and say, "Hey, what's up, man? I hope you have a nice day." Or if a woman that you're not attracted to walks by, just look at her and smile. And, work yourself up to the point where you're comfortable doing that, just looking at women and smiling. So I did that. I went to the mall. There was a mall about 5 minutes down the street from where I worked. And a couple days a week, I would just go to that mall and I would walk around and I would just make eye contact with women at the mall. Most of them wouldn't even look at me, but the ones that did, I just smiled and I said, "Hi, how you doing?" And then after that, I kind of worked myself up and I started saying, "Oh, how's your day going?" And I'd ask them a question, because looking at them and smiling wasn't scary anymore. I'd conquered that fear. I'd gotten better at that. And then, some of them would just say, "Oh yeah, it's fine, whatever." Others would actually be open to talking to me, and I could tell that they were kind of like receptive. And so I just keep talking to them. And then I got better at that, and it wasn't as scary anymore. And then I was like, all right, well, now I'm going to actually start attracting, I'm going to start approaching women who I perceived as very beautiful, and I found them very attractive. Women that would in the past really intimidate me. I started doing that. I started approaching very beautiful women at the mall, and it was like crazy to see this transformation of myself, because I started out like I couldn't even look beautiful women in the eye. And here I was now going up to them and saying, "Oh, how's your day going? Why are you here? What are you shopping for? Where do you live? What do you do for work?" And it was so fun and so exciting to see that progression in myself. It was like, wow, like I'm actually seeing real-time results from my efforts, from my actions. I am seeing an outcome which like blew me away. It was so crazy. And to this day, like I'm very comfortable around women. I can talk to anyone, I can approach anyone. I'm very good at communicating and just cold approach in general, but I used to be so bad at it. It wasn't until I took action, and every day, even if it was just a little bit, just a couple minutes at the mall, just looking and smiling at people, I could go home at the end of that day and say, you know what, today I moved towards my desired future. I did something to improve my situation, and I felt proud, and it made me excited. It was like, yes, I'm feeling a difference. I feel better because I'm facing my fears. I'm braver now. I'm seeing a skill set develop right in front of me. And tomorrow I can't wait to go back and do it again and get even better. And that's how you can get yourself out of any situation in life, no matter how dismal, how hard it seems, how hopeless it seems. Just take a little bit of action every single day, even if it's just a little bit. Just do something every day that challenges you a little bit, step outside your comfort zone, and just get better at something. What do you want to be better at? Do you want to be more financially literate? Go online, start watching YouTube videos about millionaires talking about how they make their money, where they invest their money. If you want to get better at playing football or soccer, go online and start watching videos, tutorials. There's so many free videos online of experts talking about how they became successful in their area of expertise, and they will share with you so many insights, so much value for free. Some of it's behind a paywall, and even that you can just pay the whatever it is and get insider information. Do you want to get better at relationships with your partner? There are books on how to be a better communicator. Now, not everything you hear out there is going to be sound advice. There's a lot of people out there, that unfortunately, they just don't really know what they're talking about, or they're only in it for the money and they peddle a bunch of garbage. But I'd say the majority of the time, people are good intentioned and they want to genuinely help you. And so you can go online and you can get better at anything, any skill you want to work on, any area of your life you want to improve on. Just go online and just start doing some research. Just start exposing yourself to it. Instead of watching mindless TV or playing video games for hours or whatever, invest just 10-20 minutes every single day to learning something new, to doing something, improving yourself in some area, and you will watch yourself change over time. And in weeks and months and years, you won't even be able to recognize your old self. And that's how you get out of bad situations. If you're broke and you want to get rich, study rich people, learn about rich people, see what are they doing? How are they making their money? How are they investing their money? If you want to lose weight, study fit people, go to the gym every day, eat, just tweak your diet a little bit. It doesn't have to be this huge, jump into cold water where you radically change everything in one day. I mean, if you can do that, great. Some people hit that rock bottom where they're just like, screw it, I am changing everything today. Everything stops here. All the crap, I'm cutting it all out. Some people go to that extreme, but for others, just a gradual change can yield such amazing results over time. And a quote I love is that in the battle against the stream and the rock, the stream always wins, not through strength, but through persistence. It's that persistence to change. It's that persistence to improvement every single day that is going to radically transform your life. So ask yourself, what do you want to get better at? What do you want to improve upon? What area of your life is lacking that you want to get better in? And anything can be improved upon. Anything that you can think of, with practice, you can get better at absolutely anything. So if you want to get better at meditation, start with 5 minutes a day. Work your way up to 10 minutes a day, then work yourself up to 20 minutes a day. Yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable at first because you've never done it before. Of course, if you want to get better at visualization and visualizing your dream life, close your eyes just for 5 minutes and try. It might be hard at first, man. Yeah, absolutely. You have to do something you've never done to get something you've never gotten. That's just how life works. Those are the rules of this matrix simulation that we're in, right? But that's where the excitement happens, because you come up against your limiting beliefs, you come up against struggle, you come up against, resistance and pain or whatever. If everything was just handed to you in life, it would be boring. It's the fact that you have to work for it that makes it exciting. That's what makes it worth it. When you finally get in your hand, you're like, yes, I freaking did it, man. Let's go. That's such an amazing feeling. I can't even describe how good it feels to look back on my life in areas where I just struggled so much, and looking now, it's like I'm just used to it now, but I don't forget the struggle I went through to get that thing. I never stop appreciating my former self for putting in those man hours, putting in those uncomfortable situations. And yeah, I made a fool of myself, man. When I went to talk to women at the mall, I would say in the beginning, I would say some of the dumbest, cringiest things. But you know what, man? Who cares? Seriously, I kind of laugh about it now. It's still it's like those women probably don't even remember it. They honestly could care less, man. So it's I'm glad that I did it. And it's those uncomfortable situations that make you grow. They build character. They make you stronger. They make you grittier, you know, and one day it'll just be a funny story. Like I'm telling you right now, this is just a fun story to inspire you. So if you're stuck in your life and you want to get better at anything, just take 10 minutes out of your day, put down the remote control, put down the game controller, you know, whatever. Stop doom scrolling, man. Social media, put that thing down, man, and just go do something productive. I promise, man, if you do even just a little bit of action every single day towards your desired outcome, you will start to see results, dude. And yeah, again, in the beginning, it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to fall on your face. You're going to make mistakes. That's part of it, man. It's like riding a bike. You're going to fall down. You're going to get hurt. But you know what? You get up the next day and you try it again, and you get better and you get better and you get better every single day. And then before you know it, you're cruising on your bike, man. You're flying down the street. You're weaving in and out of whatever. You're, you know, going around cars, going under bridges. You're flying on that freaking bike, man, because you put in the time, you put in the exercise, you put in the practice, and now you are a master at riding a bike. That's just how it is, man. So yeah, I hope this inspires you even just a little bit to take some action. If there's something in some area in your life that you're struggling in, let this video be a sign. The algorithm brought you this video as a sign to just take a little bit of action right now, man. Just right now, do something in the next 10 minutes to bring you closer to your desired outcome. If you could envision your perfect version of yourself, what does that look like? Who do you want to be? What do you want to be great at? What do you want to be excellent at? Just put in a little bit of energy right now, a little bit of effort today, tonight, before you go to bed. Make a change, and I promise you, it will pay dividends down the road in ways you could never imagine. All right, guys. If you want more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe. My name is Ross. I talk all about the law of attraction, manifestation, vibration, reality, this crazy dream that we're in, dissecting reality. What is reality, man? It is so crazy. This dream is so crazy. Yeah, so, all right, guys, I will talk to you later. Peace out.